Here ordered those things.
This is the Quartermain residence, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
Where do you want them?
But just get them as far away from me as possible. The damn things make me sneeze.
Trying to get on Mother's good side, are you?
Don't be ridiculous.
Where should I put them?
I don't care, any place.
Put them on the table, will you, please? Well, who do you suppose they're for?
How should I know? Don't look at me. I didn't order those things.
Don't mind him. He's allergic to all things bright and beautiful. Thank you. Now, who do you suppose sent those? Do you think Mama has a secret admirer?
Oh, you know, you're nuttier than she is.
No, don't say that. Do not underestimate my mother. I mean, she's a very attractive woman, and you said yourself you don't know what she's been up to these days.
Nonsense. At her age?
What do you mean at any age?
Here's a card. Oh, no, it's not your mother who has a secret admirer. It's your soon-to-be ex-wife.
What?
Well, it is addressed to Monique.
Monique? Let me see that.
Yeah, it's French for Monica, I believe. She's not even back from Paris yet, and already she's Monique.
Monique or Monica, she's unbearable in any language.
Well, she'll return here more French than Napoleon. You know, come to think of it, they have a lot in common.
When is Madame Lafarge coming home? God bless you.
Well, if I can take your mother's muttering seriously, sometime this afternoon. You know, you'd find it a lot easier if you just went ahead and opened it. That's in French.
Oh, thank you. I know that.
Well, what's it say?
It says, Les jours avec toi Etienne sont ferrés.
Sounds awful.
Mais les nuits Etienne comme un rêve vivant.
Well, what the devil does that mean? My French is getting a bit rusty.
It isn't all that rusty. What it means is, I spent some incredible nights there with you. Roughly speaking, that is.
Oh, nice. Well, apparently your wandering wife did more in Paris than just look at the Eiffel Tower. Who signed it?
No signature.
Yeah? No, I don't wonder. Guy could be arrested for indecent speech or something.
I don't understand. She was supposed to be at a cardiology conference.
Well, affairs of the heart. Apparently she became involved in one.
Oh, please. She must have just given somebody some advice on an operation, triple bypass or something. That's just his way of showing gratitude with flowers.
Oh, gratitude, really. Alan, do you have any idea how much a basketful of those things cost?
Well, I wish I could stay and find out. And what she was up to, but I don't. I've got to get to the hospital. I have to go to an exercise class. Would you believe that? Hello.
Another one.
Oh.
Should I put it next to the first one?
What is all this?
More French. What? Are we supposed to be translators? Here, brush up on your rusty French. I'll check with you later.
Bye. Hello.
Susan.
Did you have a nice lunch?
What are you doing here?
General Hospital off limits to me?
No, don't be silly. I was just wondering what you were doing here, that's all.
Oh, well, as a matter of fact, I just had an appointment with Dr. Katz.
You what?
I had an appointment with Dr. Katz.
Why would you want to go and see Dr. Katz?
Because I thought maybe he could help.
With what?
With our problem, of course.
How dare you do something like that without consulting me first?
Consulting you? It's pretty funny. You don't even have time to talk to me anymore.
You want to talk? We'll talk.
Alan.
Not here, not now, but we'll talk.
Okay, fine. When? Tonight at home? If you can manage to find your way, I'll make us a nice dinner. We can be alone. We can talk until dawn if we have to.
I don't want a romantic dinner. I just want to talk to you. Floating Rib, 6 o'clock, okay?
You just don't want to be alone with me, do you?
Don't be so stupid.
Maybe that's exactly what I've been all this time.
You wear me down, Susan. I'll see you at the Floating Rib, 6 o'clock.
Am I glad you're back? Look.
What are you doing, planning a reception?
I'm planning to have a severe asthmatic attack. You know, Flower's been arriving for Monica every hour on the hour. By 4 o'clock, we could have a funeral.
What, all from the same person?
Well, how do I know? Good Lord, I hope so. I mean, she's only been gone 4 days. How many people could she get to meet in that time?
Knowing Monica, the entire French Foreign Legion. But that's another story. What do the cards say?
Well, I don't know. They're all in French, although I think one refers to her as a little cabbage.
A little cabbage. Does it possibly say ma petite chou? That doesn't mean a little cabbage. It means my little darling, my little sweetie
look,
pie.
Look, I know that, my boy. Look, I was using those terms of endearment long before you were born. And I remember this sweet little thing. I mean, she lived down an alley on the left bank. Darling, darling, darling. God, I haven't thought of her in years.
You better stop thinking about her. Your blood pressure's going to shoot straight up again.
Well, never mind my blood pressure. Doesn't it disturb you that some Frenchman is turning this place into a hothouse?
No, why should it disturb me? I'm quite impressed, actually.
Impressed by an avalanche of flowers for your wife?
Oh, not by the flowers, by her incredible energy.
Well, perhaps this trip she had one of those injections. Well, you know, they do have this fabulous new drug in Paris. I understand it's supposed to work wonders. Matter of fact, I've been thinking of looking into it myself.
Bonjour, mes amis. Mais oui, enchanté, mon petit chou. Wonderful.
Since when did you become so fluent in French?
Oh, 4 days. It was marvelous. It's amazing how it comes back to you.
Monica, what the devil have you done to yourself? You look like some cover girl.
It's interesting, Edward, how you can turn a compliment into an insult. Merci. By the way, have you heard from Mrs. Moss?
I couldn't escape her. I mean, she had people traipsing through the house all weekend.
Oh, wonderful. Maybe that means she's found a buyer.
That's more flowers. Look, will you please take those things back where they came from?
I can't do that.
Look, give them to your girlfriend, your
No,
wife, your
wait,
mother.
wait,
Just hand them out.
come back here. I want the card. Oh, thank you.
Why didn't he just write you a book? One more basket of flowers. I'm going to need hay fever injections.
How sweet.
What do you mean, how sweet? Who's sending you the flowers, Monica?
I beg your pardon?
Don't beg my pardon. I ask you, who's sending you the flowers?
A friend.
Oh.
It's no one you know.
Well, apparently it's someone you know quite well, Monique.
What it happens to be, Edward, a French friend.
Well, these flowers must have cost a bloody fortune.
And don't you worry, darling, you didn't pay for them.
I'd like to know how you acquired such a good French friend, Doctor, when you were supposed to be there at a conference. I mean, you were speaking as a featured performer at a cardiology conference, were you not, my dear?
Well, I didn't know that you were keeping up with my itinerary so well, Alan. Yes, I was. I was speaking at a panel discussion, but it only lasted half a day.
I don't know what's giving me the worst headache, the smell of those flowers or you two. I need a drink.
Oh, I'm sure you do. You had to suffer through that lovely welcome I received. You certainly must need one.
Well, what do you expect when I've been receiving your floral tributes all day long?
I'm truly sorry, Edward. Where's Lila?
Oh, another one of those stupid charity dinners. You know, stray cats or dogs. Something that needs her guidance. She won't be back until later.
Oh. Well, in that case, I think I shall just go off and take a long bath and change, and I'll come down and join you for cocktails and dinner. You are leaving, I presume. I mean, you wouldn't want to keep little Miss Muffet and burning her pot roast or whatever it is.
You know, Monica, your French may have improved, but I'll tell you it hasn't done anything for your disposition.
It depends on the company you keep, darling.
I would like to know, Monica, why someone is sending you all of these flowers.
Because somebody thinks that I deserve a tribute.
Monica, I want to know why, and I am not leaving until you tell me why.
Well, then, mon cher, you're just going to have to stand here for a very long amount of time because I have no intention of explaining anything to you whatsoever. Bonsoir.
Why in heaven's name did you do it?
Alan, this is my problem as much as yours.
Making an issue out of it is not going to help. What you're doing is you're creating another problem.
Please keep your voice down.
Answer my question, damn it. Why did you do it?
I don't have to account to you for every move I make.
Okay, then from now on, you stay out of my life in the hospital.
If you can see Dr. Katz, why can't I?
It's my business. It's my problem. Stay out of it.
I was trying to help.
You're driving me crazy by trying to help me.
Susan.
It's okay. Yeah.
You sure?
I'm fine, Gail.
You want to join us?
No, thank you.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank heaven you didn't bring any snapshots.
Oh, good heavens, Edward, I didn't have time to take pictures.
Apparently. Oh, you again?
Yes, I came back. I hope I haven't ruined your evening.
It's already shot. Now what?
Yes, now what? I mean, Alan Jr. has been asleep for over an hour.
I came back. I thought I'd have a drink.
Why, all the bars closed?
No, you go on about your business. I won't bother you or anything.
You haven't. Not for a long time.
Well, I think it's time to relax, if that's at all possible with you two around. Alan, have a little drink, since that's what you came here for.
Yes. Why don't you have a little drink? And why don't you do the honors, Edward? Perhaps Alan would like to sample some of the wine I brought.
Oh, that's very nice, but no thank you. Scotch will be just fine, Dad. What's happened to you?
What do you mean, what's happened to me?
I mean, you're so different.
Mon cher, you're not the only one in the whole world that can change the life, you know.
No, what is sauce for the goose is, how's that thing go?
Why don't you be quiet?
I think the rest of it is, Edward, is sauce for the gander.
Thanks.
You look like you didn't use it.
Well, to change.
Ah, yes, do change. So good for all of us. It's amazing how different directions we've all gone. I mean, you decided to go downward and downward. I decided to go onward and upward.
Well, you certainly have gone upward.
You know, I cannot take any more of your verbal boxing matches. Now, I am going to eat. Alan, if you want to stay here and watch your son sleep, fine. You want to eat, Monica?
Ready when you are.
You have eaten, haven't you?
Oh, Alan, I would have invited you. I mean, I was hesitant because I didn't want to disrupt anything that was going on over at the cottage.
Well, you couldn't do that if you tried, Monica. However, I am hungry, so I think I'll stay.
Good. Could be your last meal here. Yes, Mrs. Moss has called, and she says she has a very interested buyer. You know, this place could be sold as early as next week.
I do wish you two would stop this talking about going and coming, buying and selling. I am going to eat. Good God, I'll tell you this. I was going to drive a man up the...